Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more My Hero Academia. You guys, it feels so good to be back after that little break that we had. Last episode was there was just so much. It just hit me so hard. And I'll get into it in a little bit, but I'm just really curious and excited to see where things are heading next. So if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you are joining me on YouTube today, I would really love it if you could please like this video and subscribe to my channel. So, guys, I was not expecting the last episode to hit me quite so hard in the feels. I think they've done, and I've said this for a while, but I think they've done such an excellent job. It's showing the difference between, like, redemption, atonement, and, you know, just kind of like happy ending, you know, everything just kind of comes up roses and everyone makes up eventually. Like, those are two very different things. And I think it's very important to understand that if you truly do want to atone for something and, you know, you're really doing that for that reason, there is kind of that understanding that, like, the past cannot be changed. I can change what I do moving forward. But there are consequences to, like, what somebody's done in the past, you know, particularly when it comes to something as severe as, like, familial abuse. I so want Endeavor to keep down this path, and I'm happy that, like, he has chosen to be a better person and to, you know, really try to step into this role of #1 hero, not just as, like, a powerful, capable, popular hero, but to really try and make that mean something in his own life, and to really try and be a better person in his personal life. Because one thing that's really interesting about this show is they've shown us, like, you can be a good hero and not be a good person. Like, it's kind of expected, I think, by a lot of audiences that, like, if you're a hero, you know, there's, like, a moral good implication of that. Of course, then again, like, go and watch The Boys sometime, because, yeah, you will never expect that ever again. The Boys is awesome, but it's quite graphic. So if that's not your thing, I would stick to My Hero. I like them both, but you know, there is kind of this expectation that, like, heroes are going to be good. And that's not always the case, but I give Endeavor a lot of credit for really trying to be a better person and repair his personal life. And sadly, like, the reality of that is, in this particular situation at this time, it really might be the best thing for him to do to just remove himself from the situation and let his family heal. Like, they are so vulnerable right now. This is all so fresh. The mom is just about to come home. It's just doing better. You know, we might get to that point someday where, like, maybe things will be different. I really hope so. But I think this is the reality of the situation, is that he's seeing that the best thing he can do is, you know, let his family heal, which is, it's really sad. And it's like, it's not exactly what I wanted, but I think it's just so well done, because it's not always, I see a lot of things in, like, TV and movies of, like, oh, they're just really sorry, and at the end of the day, it's like, family's family and everything, and it's like, yeah, that applies to some things, but, like, when it comes to something like this, I'm really glad that they're showing that, like, there's more layers than just, like, I'm super sorry and I'm still your dad, so let's all just be friends again. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on that. It hit me really hard, guys. It was such a great episode. And I dwelled on it for a really long time afterwards. Stuff like this tends to hit me really hard, and the show just does it so well. So, that being said, I like how they also kind of snuck in there a few references to like, hey guys, we know this whole thing is still going on. Like, we're still building up this whole like meta liberation thing. And, you know, so keep an eye out for that. So I'm very curious to see where that's all going. Because I think they even did mention last episode something along the lines of like, this is happening to Endeavor a lot. Like, and that's to be expected, I think, as a #1 hero. But like, I feel like they were dropping some breadcrumbs that like there's something about this, and they kind of referenced that guy who was telling him all the like, almost sort of like fortune teller, like negative stuff. So I think there's something more to that. I think it has to do with the bigger plot that's going on. So guys, what an awesome season this has been so far. I totally missed it with the break last week. So what do you say we go ahead and jump right in, see what's going to happen on the next episode of My Hero. Let's go. Wow, he's doing his job over here. Yeah, Ida would be a great teacher one day. Oh, I don't know what that was right there. Is that her Christmas present from Izuku? That was like the Secret Santa thing that they did. Oh, and she just jumps in for the loading. Yes, it is. That's exactly what it is. Here we go. She's like, don't even start, and it's over, guys. It's over. It's really not. Close to her heart. Yeah, he did awesome. I cannot believe she still has. That's so cute. I can't believe it, but look at how far you've come so quickly, though. Yeah. I'm not pleased. What's that? Guys, what is this, a fever dream? Guys, pay attention to his joke. Fine. And are you okay, my friend? That's it? That's the response to the joke that he worked so hard on? What's that? What's the... What? Bro, you're shaking. Oh my god, this is serious. This is scary, guys. No. Wait. What? They grew up together. Oh my god, tiny. They're all so tiny. They're such good friends. Oh my god, really? That's how he died. Oh. Oh my god. No. Oh my god. How did they get the remains? This has got to be so painful for them to... Oh my God. Ah. Okay. So they've been scouting out. Oh. The guys, this is brutal. Oh my, and Aizawa's just, he looks like he's about to throw up. So they do retain something. So they do retain. Oh my God! I never looked past anything about the Nomus. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they wouldn't bring his. Okay, maybe they want to start here because maybe it would be too painful for the family if it's what. Oh God, he's so. Aizawa was so protective. Okay, asking about Shigaraki. He sounds like it. What? Hey, oh, hold up here. There's something going on. Oh no, don't tell me. Don't tell me there is something still. Oh God, he looks like he's gonna throw up. Oh, this poor man. Oh, he looked after things and people, animals and people. That was the kind of person he was. Oh, kitty. But I think you do know. Oh, I feel like maybe he changed after what happened to his friend. He was very withdrawn. Oh. Oh, the goggles. He brought him out of that. Oh. Okay. What was that? Oh. Ah, he does it to... Okay. He does it to send a message. 2A. Spell and re-enroll. Oh, so he's doing it to show them, like, look. He's doing it to prove a point. And then make them work harder for it. It's being a hero is serious business. Because he wanted to keep them safe. He didn't want them to... Oh. Yeah, he doesn't want any more bloodshed here. Oh my God, they're reaching him. They're reaching him. Oh my God. He's like, I'm here to try and make our dreams possible again. Brain anomaly. They're reaching him. They're reaching him. I think maybe he just had some things he wanted to say. He had to try. No, no, something's wrong. They're getting through. Can't even get it out. Can't even get it out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't tell me it's gonna... Oh, please don't like self-destruct or something. And it all went back. Oh my God, he's seeing through. They're seeing through to his. He's trying to say Shota. He's trying to say his name. Oh my God. Hospital. He's trying to tell them something. He's trying to tell them something. Oh my God. They really got through for a minute. Oh my God. Hospital. He was trying to tell them something. Don't tell me something's gonna happen in hospital. Oh, that was code. Okay. Oh my God. What? Holy crap. What are they doing to Shigaraki? Guys, I don't even know where to begin with this episode because we have just like a lot of silly, happy fun, and then they just jump into this brutal story about what happened to Present Mic and Aizawa when they were kids and this friend that they lost. I feel like they like briefly mentioned the friend once. Am I remembering wrong? I might be remembering wrong. But just jumping into this, and I think it makes a lot of sense that Aizawa is the way he is. We know that he cares a lot. And that might not be something that you see on the surface of what he does, but it makes total sense that like he would try and be really, really hard on these kids because he does not want anyone to be put in the same danger that his friend was. He doesn't want any more kids to have to, and just to, oh man, I mean, just such a quick and just to be like collapsed under a building. It's just so, not that like dying in battle would have been any like bad, like it still would have been horrible, but there's just something about just like a random freak thing, you know? It just feels so abrupt and so, I mean, no wonder Aizawa wanted to get all that out, because in a way he probably, I feel like they probably needed to address this for themselves in a lot of ways. Not to mention the bond that the three of them shared from what they've shown us here in this episode. It would make a lot of sense to try and reach him with that. And I think they absolutely did. I mean, to say that they didn't help, my goodness. And then I was kind of wondering too, I'm like where's his family at and everything, but it kind of makes sense that you wouldn't bring the family right in unless you knew, like, that's not that it's any easier to show to like very close friends, but there's something about that like, unless you are positive you're going to be able to get somewhere, like, don't drag the family into that. And then Aizawa just like coming in like oh my gosh, like so protective, being like I'd ever let the family. I just love that Aizawa, like, beneath that surface of what we see, just loves and cares so hard. And we get to see, I think, a little bit of how some of that was drawn out by this friend. We know that Aizawa likes, isn't like one of his likes cats? I feel like that flashes a lot. And I wonder if it has to do with that. The goggles, oh my god. Just getting to see that, it really helps you piece together a lot of things about Aizawa too. It was a great kind of backstory episode for him, while also pushing along the story of like, oh my god, it definitely brings it close to home that like, if we're going to start exploring like the people who are inside the Nomus, to bring it so close to home like that, to kind of show just how devastating, not that it's not devastating to think there's humans in there, but there's just something about it, I feel like they brought it really close to home. And knowing that our, like, if that is indeed what the goal is, to try and like get kids or people or students or whatever with powerful quirks, it really gives you a sense, and even more of a sense of danger about our kids that we're following now. Like, as if they weren't in enough danger already, and now they're kind of pushing them to have more like hero backup if they need it. It just feels like the danger level has just been kicked up a little bit. Oh my God. And as if it wasn't, you know, enough just from everything they've been through and everything we've seen them go through. And so they were sending code to Hawks about the hospital. And then, like, what on earth is going on with Shigaraki at the end there? Oh my Lord. Guys, I just feel like they, after a couple episodes where we took some time to like do kind of like a non-manga fluff app, and then do an app kind of exploring more about the personal life of characters and everything, I feel like they've just come back with like, we're just going to drop this bomb on you about stuff that's going on with the overall like villain plot as well. I gotta say, every time they bring up anything about what's going on with the villains in this season, I'm just getting like this huge sense of like impending doom and danger. They're doing a great job of building it up. So, guys, that was, oh my gosh, how much are they going to just rip out our hearts this season, you guys? All right, we'll see what happens. We have a tiny bit of info. We have one word to go on. We have Hawks aware now of that. We have God knows what going on with Shigaraki. And just the fact that like All For One, that we've seen like a few instances where there's just something about the way that they describe. He'll like talk a little bit and then he like shuts down. I don't know. There's like a great sense of danger coming off him as well. Like, they've shown him a couple times this season, and every time they show him, I'm like, oh my God, this person is waiting for something, like, and we know something big is about to happen, but I don't know. I'm just really scared. I'm excited and I'm scared for what's gonna happen. Absolutely love the fun, silly stuff at the beginning, and then the way that they just completely switch gears and went into some like devastating stuff. Oh my goodness. I didn't even know like anything about that before the episode began, and I feel like they just took me through like a gut-wrenching arc just by showing flashbacks in that episode. That was crazy. So, all right, guys, wow, we are in for it. We are really in for it. And at this point, this was like episode 19, right? We've got to only have a handful of eps left in the season, I would think. I'm thinking like a max of 5, right? 5 left? I don't know. Someone clue me in, because I don't like to look up anything, you know. I like to avoid those spoilers. But yeah, I'm guessing things are really going to ramp up from here for the rest of the season. All right, guys. That was a great episode. Oh my gosh. Throwing so much at us at once. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it, get through it, all of the above together. Bye for now, guys.